The First Order has sent scouts out to scour an old, ruined, galactic Civil War battlefield. On the horizon, they notice another rebel scout party coming towards them. The two sides don't engage, but both of them do call for backup. An immense First Order army emerges from the fog. Meanwhile, the Resistance brings forth an army of equal size. This ancient battlefield is about to be ignited with war once again. Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, DaleyTactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. The sequel trilogy battles, baby. So essentially what we have here is scouts for the Resistance and scouts for the First Order meeting up on this war-torn, old-school galactic Civil War battlefield, and just a small number of troops for both sides that are in these scouting positions, and they fell back and called in support. So the First Order has probably the largest First Order army we've ever seen on this massive battlefield. They've got tons of tanks, including some old-school AATs converted to First Order tanks. Very cool. Some troop transports as well, and some ATSTs, etc., etc. A whole lot of big boy cannons for the First Order, and the Resistance has likewise. They have their own troop transports, which are like these little derpy things. I like these things a lot. I think they're fun. As well as a bunch of these smaller tanks that pack a mean punch. They may be smaller, but they are very, very powerful. All of these units are going to be clashing in the middle in probably the largest sequel trilogy battle we have ever done on this channel. It should be awesome, and we will see who is the victor at the end of it all. Either way, guys, be sure to hit that like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Whenever we do that, it always makes my day, so thank you in advance. Subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to hit 300k by the end of April, and comment on down below what battles you would like to see next. Either way, let's get into it here. It's NordVPN's birthday! I'm gonna put on the celebratory birthday Ushanka, baby. Happy birthday, NordVPN. Thanks for sponsoring this video. NordVPN is a VPN that protects your computer and your security and personal life 24/7, baby. It was rated the #1 VPN by the Best VPN Awards in 2021. Not only will NordVPN protect your computer and your personal data, but it will also give you access to a ton of entertainment online. On Netflix, you can now unlock region-blocked content. That way we can watch Star Wars sneakily without anyone being the wiser. Not only that, but NordLinks will provide you with faster connection, meaning gaming is going to be easier than ever while still being protected. We don't want those hackers doxing us, do we, boys? Us gamers gotta stick to the safe stuff. So guys, for NordVPN's birthday, they are going to be doing a special offer with the channel where every time you purchase a 2-year plan, you get 1 month free and a super secret surprise. So happy birthday to NordVPN. Be sure to use code DAILY, link in the description below at checkout for a special deal and a special gift. And happy birthday, NordVPN. Thank you for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching this ad read. Let's get into the content brought to you by NordVPN. Alright, gamers, let's go in slow-mo and press start here and check out what ends up happening on this here battlefield. So, the scout units for both sides appear to be waiting for their reinforcements to come forward, which they are, so they will be here shortly. They're not going to engage with the enemy until they get those reinforcements. A very smart move, if you ask me. Here comes the Resistance forces over here. The derpy little troop transport scuttling on forward. I do like these things. Let's go into normal speed here for the beginning, I guess, because it will take a while for each enemy force to come forward. Actually, though, some of the Resistance speeders here just gunning it forward. Oh, it got stuck on a little piece of wood. Very expensive piece of tank technology versus Wood Boy. Wood Boy wins every time. It keeps getting stuck. Oh, it's not speeding along now, is it? All right, here we go. And it starts firing at the ATST in the distance. The ATST responds with fire of its own. Ooh, okay, yeah. Some Nebelwerfer rockets on these tanks. Oh my goodness, taking out a whole ton of First Order Infantry right there. Gosh dang, dude. Those Nebelwerfers are devastating. Oh, big shot hitting the leg of an ATSD here, but it's not enough to take it out. That's actually kind of rare. Usually ATSDs will crumble in a matter of moments under any sort of pressure, but this one is still hanging in there. It gets hit by another shot. It's still alive, surprisingly enough. I mean, usually these things are very, very weak to incoming fire, but they seem to be doing a-okay right now. More First Order infantry in the back lines here, moving forward, taking cover behind an old Imperial downed AT-AT. Very cool. More of them moving on forward over this way. A troop transport actually firing out. Not the most powerful of guns on these troop transports. However, the armor of the troop transport is extremely tough because it's got to keep all the troopers inside nice and safe. Some of the scout units up here just sort of laying in the grass. They're still waiting on those reinforcements coming forward. Looks like a squad of First Order troopers right there have gone down. This tank has taken some serious blasting from enemy fire. Its sirens are now going off, which means its shields are down, and it seems like its main Nebelwerfer guns are probably down as well, given that scorch mark right there. Alright, let's check in on the rest of the resistance soldiers. It looks like actually a First Order tank has done the same thing that that resistance speeder did, and has come very, very far forward here. Perhaps it's a bit of a blitzkrieg tactic from both sides, and you know, they're just trying to distract while their main forces get forward or something like that. I'm not sure. But the troop transports ram it! Yeah, baby. I think that was just a coincidence that it blew up right when the troop transport hit it. But if not, and this thing just straight up rammed this tank and blew it up, then this guy is the OG. This guy is a dope dude. That's insane if that's true. I don't think it is, but I want it to be true. I would like that to be canonically true. Either way, the flame trooper over here bursting out some fire. It looks like a troop transport right here did end up going down at some point. He is missing, and dude, aim forward, aim ahead of where they're walking, and you'll get them. Oh, this guy sucks with his flamethrower. What is that? Oh my god, dude. You are terrible. Get better aim, buddy. God, wow, that was a pathetic showing. My man literally wasn't even seen by the resistance troopers right there and couldn't get them. Pathetic. Another troop transport blowing up sky high back there. These things are pretty fragile, but I love them in their derpiness. They are truly, truly excellent. On top of this hill here, we have a First Order troop transport, a little bit less derpy, going up against, well, really nothing. It's just sort of firing downwards at the resistance here. The resistance didn't really choose to take the hillside, it seems. They chose to instead go down into the valley area. Is this tank here down? Let's see. No, it is technically still alive, but it might be incapacitated or something along those lines, given how it's looking. Alright, the AT-ATs in the background here, still moving on forward, slowly but surely. Meanwhile, the larger of the resistance tanks are playing in the background. These tanks right here, by the way, have extremely powerful guns. Like, those things pack a mean punch, and one of them just barely missing the AAT, but it goes behind and actually strikes the troop transport in the back there. Oh, we got a resistance troop transport coming forward, boys, in all its glory. No! Oh, I love those things, but it's big dead. It is definitely big dead right there. Tragic. One of the Imperial converted AATs right here, which are very cool. I like these things a lot. I don't know why. They're just kind of cool. They're just kind of neat. I like Clone Wars vehicles that have sort of been rehashed. And there's actually a lot of them in this mod. You can get ATTEs with Imperial colors. You can get AATs, obviously. I think you can get a turbo tank, although the turbo tanks are kind of broken in this game, so I choose not to use them too often. Maybe I'll try and do a turbo tank episode at some point. And try my best to not let the game crash, but it can be a little bit tough. The game crashes very frequently when it comes to those turbo tanks, so it can be a little bit tricky. Alright, either way, the First Order seems to control the hillside of the battlefield, whereas the Resistance... Uh-oh. Alright, gamers, I'm sad to report that the game crashed. Oh, we haven't suffered from a crash in a long time. Tragic. Either way, I decided to reset up the battle and basically have the First Order have the high ground up here, because that seemed to be where they were mainly in the last part of the battle, and have the Resistance down here where they were mainly at the last part of the battle. And I gave them each a few tanks to top themselves off and a lot of infantry. So let's keep this thing going. I didn't want to completely wipe out and start an entirely new battle, mainly because I felt like we were still sort of in the groove of it. You know, we had some good little action parts in the last battle, and I didn't want to lose those action parts. So here we are now, resuming the battles that we had before. So let's see what ends up going down here. A bunch of First Order troopers marching on forward. The Resistance, very strangely... Oh! Whoa! Guy! Whoa! What? What are you doing? Why are you guys doing this? Oh my god, they just wiped out half of their own force! Dear Lord, why? What? Why? Okay, the Resistance just kill it. I'm shooketh. I feel like I just witnessed a massacre. Oh my god. Can we get some F's in chat for these guys? Jeez. That is brutality right there. And I thought the First Order was mean to their troopers. It turns out the Resistance is just as bad. They just massacred half of their own force right there. My god. Ooh, but the ATSTs, all three of them over here, crumble in a matter of moments. Jeez Louise, dude. This one over here is still alive somehow, though. Wow. If the Resistance somehow wins this after that absolute massacre, I would be shocked. I think they actually have, almost. I mean, there's still a lot of First Order troopers up here, and of course there is that big chungus AT-AT, but this ATST is actually decrewed. And the rest of the Resistance is back here. They have probably actually similar amounts of infantry to the First Order, maybe a little bit more, I would say, at this point. But yeah, it's not horrible. This has definitely been a very bombastic battle. I mean, there's just so much going on. These guys are running through a hayfield. Very glitchy map for some reason today. I feel like the map has been glitchy as heck. Oh my god, the AT-AT fell! Oh my... Wow! I think that's it for the First Order. Just about. Oh, there's one flame trooper right here, and he's just burning a ton of Resistance soldiers to death. Holy cow. Oh, and he just died right there. Oof. Oh my god. Alright, well, this battle has seriously downgraded here. There's only like 5 First Order troopers left alive compared to all of these Resistance troopers. So much has happened! What the heck? Yellow are dead First Order, red are dead Resistance. Probably only a few of these are actually accurate because, yeah, there's a lot of lone guns, meaning the explosions blew up a lot of the bodies, as well as probably the tanks running a lot of them over. Yep, there goes the last of the First Order troopers right there. Holy cow! You know what? Let's run this back, but with just the infantry. Let's try that on for size here. Okay, same battle, but infantry only. This has turned into a very strange thing. Still, we got some very large, you know, sequel trilogy battles going on here, but they are considerably stranger than I think we ever initially intended. These are some bizarre battles that we've got going on here. Either way, First Order waltzing on forward, Resistance waltzing on forward. They're both about to clap each other's cheeks. Infantry only style. We'll see who ends up winning without all that tank meddling going on. All that tank meddling business. Either way, here we go. A big start to the battle. Lots of fire coming out from both sides. They're both attacking each other. They're both clapping each other's cheeks. This is a pure, intense, energy-fueled battle here. The Resistance quickly getting swept out, or sweeping out, rather, the First Order front lines. Meanwhile, the First Order not doing nearly as much damage to the Resistance, actually, as it seems. Yeah, the Resistance seems to be on top of things, while the First Order are sort of getting slaughtered here, I would say. Yeah, First Order is not holding their own ground nearly as well as the Resistance are. However, they are making a backup line of trenches way back here, which might help them out in the future. seems like the Resistance has been doing that since the start of the battle, and that might be why they're doing a little bit better. They also had this nice little crater as cover there at the beginning of the battle, which also probably assisted them in managing to get the upper hand early on in this battlefield. However, now the First Order is continuing to fire out. Maybe they can recover a little bit. I mean, they certainly had a messy start to this thing, but I'm confident in the First Order's ability. Maybe, just maybe, they'll actually be able to make a nice, decent recovery here and come back from that initial loss. And they are getting more Resistance kills at this juncture. I mean, it seems like the Resistance is losing a lot more troopers now, though they still have a solid force in the back. However, their solid force in the back does not appear to have the same sort of numbers that it used to, and it's also a bit more out in the open, it seems here. They're less in cover than their troopers were previously. So, you know, I've still got hope for the First Order, but it's tough to call right now. I think either side could definitely make a bit of a dubski here. The Resistance seems a little bit more cocky. They're definitely coming forward a lot stronger than the First Order is. The First Order sort of hanging back a little bit more, not choosing to come as far forward. So I think that is a testament to sort of the state of the battle currently. The Resistance, at least in the AI's mind, is in a stronger position and more powerful than the First Order, and therefore can afford to sort of come forward a little bit more here and push their assault. Meanwhile, the First Order has to sort of stand in the back and wait it out. So that's what's going on right now. And the First Order is certainly losing more and more troopers. Their little defensive play here is not panning out, I think, nearly as well as they would have liked. And the Resistance is now full force coming forward. They are taking very few losses compared to the First Order at this point in time. You know, they did lose. I can't talk today. They lost a lot of troopers. However, now, you know, they're coming forward and not losing as many troopers while the First Order continues to lose soldiers. And that's what we just call a dubski in the business here. I am fairly certain that the First Order is going to lose this thing, and the Resistance will manage to catch that dubski that we be talking about here, and it's just slowly encroaching on them. However, a flame trooper for the First Order manages to get a nice little batch of fire out there, and it actually kills 5 or 6 troopers right there. Nice. If they can do that, you know, 20 more times, they might get a dubski here. You never know. Although I don't see what happened to that flame trooper. He might have died at some point here, so that might no longer be an option. But hey, it was a valiant attempt right there. The Resistance does sort of have to come up over the lip of this hill, which is resulting in them taking more losses. However, they're also coming around the right flank here, which is definitely supportive. Oh, there's a couple more flame troopers over here, basking in their flames, in fact, just pouring it out there. Oh, there's the other one right there. Look at this. Oh! Flame Trooper massacre happening right now. That Flame Trooper did end up dying, and it seems like these two are still alive, though, and they just got a whole lot of Resistance kills. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to make the full-on comeback here, but it's still impressive nonetheless. Wow, that just destroyed that entire shack and killed all of those troopers. The last troopers remaining are actually 3 Flame Troopers right here for the First Order, and they are actually grinding away at these Resistance troopers, getting a whole lot of kills. Look at this! This is some serious, impressive stuff here from the First Order. However, one of them does end up getting shot up right there. The other 2 stop firing. One last one left alive. Is he going to get any more shots off, or is he going to end up dying here? He does get a little bit more fire out there, but then he dies, and that's a rip to his tail right there. Oh, it looks like there's actually a couple more troopers back there. Oh, there's a whole stack of them right here. Interesting. I didn't even notice these guys, but there you go. They all explode, and they're dead. Either way, that's going to be about it for the battle here. We actually had like 3 different battles, I suppose. It's a shame the first one crashed, but oh well. Avita Zane. We got a lot of dead soldiers on the battlefield here. Yellow are dead Resistance troopers. Red are dead First Order troopers. Lots of death in these 3 battles. A very interesting, eclectic video, and I hope you guys didn't mind it. It's a little bit chaotic, but hey, this channel thrives on chaos, baby, right? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to comment down below if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.